The Soviet and now Russian Il-76 aircraft were introduced into service in 1975 and have been so successful that they are still in production and active use to this day. This aircraft was initially developed as a military transport, but it has since undergone numerous modifications to accommodate a diverse array of duties. Intriguingly, all of these variants exhibit some unique design features that may not be immediately noticeable. Like many highly successful engineering achievements, the Il-76 was not part of the original plan. The Il-76 was created as a result of the issues with the Antonov An-22 Antei, a heavy-lift transport aircraft, and a combination of pure chance and the aircraft's limitations. In 1960, Sergei Ilyushin, an aircraft designer from the OKB-240, proposed a military transport project. However, it was considered inferior to the An-22, which was still in the process of development at the time. Subsequently, his Il-60 design was abandoned and virtually forgotten. Nevertheless, introducing a formidable competitor, the American Lockheed C-141 Starlifter changed the situation. The Soviet aircraft's vulnerability was exposed when the C-141 outperformed the An-22 in many important design and performance aspects. The An-22's main drawbacks were its high production, operational, and maintenance costs, as well as its relatively sluggish speed, which was attributed to its turboprop engines. The military sought a more cost-effective alternative due to these disadvantages, which rendered it an expensive option. That's when Ilyushin's old project was reconsidered. OKB-240 was tasked with the development of a new transport aircraft, despite the fact that it did not entirely satisfy the new requirements. The groundwork had already been established. The Il-76 was designed to be a cargo plane that could transport soldiers and equipment to any location, including remote and inhospitable regions, due to its versatility. As a result of these requirements, the aircraft's designers were compelled to develop an unconventional structure, which contributed to its unique and somewhat quirky appearance. A military transport aircraft must be capable of landing on any available airstrip. Although this is somewhat exaggerated, the Il-76 was indeed intended to unload cargo in forests, fields, or makeshift runways. The plane was required to operate equally well on unpaved runways and paved airstrips, necessitating substantial design modifications to guarantee dependable field operations. Ilyushin's initial Il-60 design was a mid-wing aircraft with turboprop engines, which provided sufficient clearance between the propellers and the runway to prevent ground contact. Nevertheless, the Il-76 layout was modified to a high-wing configuration to guarantee safe landings on uneven terrain. This modification mitigated the risk of engine nacelles scraping the ground during touchdowns. Furthermore, the engines were upgraded to turbojets to increase their speed. Despite these modifications, the Il-76 needed higher visibility to ensure safe landings in challenging conditions. The limited forward visibility that pilots typically have presents a challenge when landing in unpredictable environments that are full of obstacles, such as trees, boulders, and short runways. The solution was a cockpit design that was unconventional. A designated navigation cabin was installed at the snout, directly beneath the primary cockpit, to ensure that navigators had a clear view. This compartment was equipped with panoramic glazing, which enabled the navigator to observe the aircraft from both the front and rear. Nevertheless, the cockpit windows were composed of numerous small portions rather than a single, large windshield. The aircraft's appearance was reminiscent of a broad grin, which was almost jovial, as a result of this unique design. Another set of challenges was presented by the design of the cargo compartment. The Il-76 was designed to be a versatile platform that could be used for a variety of operations, including medical, passenger, radar, and paratrooper transport, in addition to the transport of cargo, personnel, and military equipment. The Il-76 was equipped with a loading ramp and multiple hoists for lifting large containers in order to accommodate military vehicles and heavy equipment. Nevertheless, conventional cargo doorway designs posed challenges. The aerodynamics were further impacted by side-opening doors, the flight stability was disrupted by a large ramp, and the hoists got blocked by a top-opening door. A 4-section door system was implemented as the solution. The largest section served as a ramp, opening downward. A second section of the aircraft's ceiling was folded upward. The aerodynamic issues were circumvented by the sideways opening of the remaining two narrow doors. Two 2.5-ton hoists were installed on each of the two parallel tracks that comprised the cargo port. These tracks extended beyond the cargo hold by up to 5 meters, facilitating the efficient loading and unloading of heavy containers. The Il-76 was transformed into a highly adaptable aircraft as a result of these innovations. Its enduring value in military and civilian operations is demonstrated by its continued production in a variety of configurations. Now, do you think Il-76 is still relevant for another 2 decades? Let us know in the comment. Please like and share our videos and subscribe to our channel. Please also take membership in our channel to encourage us.